Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So tonight, let's talk about Bitcoin, of course, but also many altcoins are doing quite well today. But first, let's talk about Bitcoin and the massive holdings from Tesla and SpaceX. Tesla recently has not been doing so well, but one thing that Elon has done well with is holding Bitcoin, right? And today we get some numbers. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about what's going on with Bitcoin overall. And let's talk about some of these very hot alts that have been pumping the entire day. Let's do it. Welcome, guys. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Right now, Bitcoin is doing better than this morning. Bitcoin is coming up 66.8, looking like we want to get back to 67. Remember, today there's a full moon. Okay, whenever there's a full moon, good things happen to Bitcoin. So we'll see what happens with Bitcoin after, well, during the stream and after. Are we going to see a good pump back to 70,000 beyond? That could happen. We're starting to move once again, right? Things are getting exciting once again. But you know what? First, let's talk about Bitcoin. Or I should say Tesla. Tesla came out with their earnings today, and it was absolutely brutal. It was worse than expected. But they're up 11% in the aftermarket because Elon says they will start production of some kind of new affordable EV by early 2025. It's probably going to be the Model 2, right? There was rumors that the Model 2 got canceled. Now, maybe not, right? But the thing is, Elon gives horrible deadlines. He also said the Cybertruck was going to be done in 2022. He said FSD was going to be done 5 years ago. I mean, he's not good with deadlines. Let's just say that. So, I don't know. Wall Street is still believing in what he says. So, this new Model 2 is going to come out early next year. Is that going to happen? Cybertrucks right now are really struggling. In fact, I think sales stopped because of that accelerator pedal of getting stuck or prone to getting stuck. Whatever. But we'll see. They're up in the aftermarket right now. But one thing that Elon did really well with is keep the remaining Bitcoin that he has on Tesla and SpaceX's balance sheet, right? So obviously he had a lot more. He sold off 3/4, and at that time because he needed the money, but he kept a 1/4, and that 1/4 is still worth quite a lot. Arkham is tracking both of them now. So to be exact, Tesla still holds $770 million worth of Bitcoin. That's quite a lot. Okay, 770 million. Great. But SpaceX, that number has always been hidden. And I don't know how, but Arkham found it. So SpaceX also owns 550 million. So if you put the two together, hey, Elon overall holds about $1.3 billion of Bitcoin between his two companies. And that doesn't include his personal holdings. He may be holding quite a lot too. Maybe he's Mr. 100, the person that's buying like 600 and 900 Bitcoin per day. We don't know, right? So overall, pretty good. He hasn't touched it for 2 years. 2 years. You can even see here. Last time he bought it was 2 years ago from Coinbase, right? So overall, pretty good. And Tesla, of course, many of you guys love Elon. Many of you guys don't. But Tesla stock has been outperforming Bitcoin since 2019. That's right. Tesla stock actually has outperformed Bitcoin because it was so hot. But now, not anymore. So you could see prior, like basically from the pandemic area, it was performing, that you could see the red, right? Outperforming Bitcoin. But Bitcoin, to be fair, was going through crypto winter. So that also dampened its performance, right? But now you could see Bitcoin has crossed above Tesla because Tesla have been struggling. Their numbers were actually pretty brutal. EV market is saturated, and he has to slash prices. Profits are going down. Overall, all the manufacturers are not doing well with their EV offerings, right? But we'll see. Elon, if he could pull it through. If there's one person, let's just say this. If there's one person that could do it, it's probably Elon, right? But you know what? Like I said, over the long haul, nothing outperforms Bitcoin. It's the greatest store of value that we have. It's not Tesla, it's Bitcoin. And it's not gold either. Gold and bonds, in fact, have lost 99% of their purchasing power when compared to Bitcoin. Think about that. Think about being like Peter Schiff or someone in his position that basically have held gold for the entire lifetime and have lost 99% versus had they just purchased Bitcoin, right? If Peter Schiff, he found out about Bitcoin early in 2009 or 2011, whatever it was. If he didn't start his gold company and he bought Bitcoin, he would be among the richest people on the planet. But no, I mean, he's still doing pretty well. Obviously, he's doing pretty well. But you know what? He lost 99% of his purchasing power versus Bitcoin. So again, Bitcoin is the big daddy. It leads the way. It leads the market. And it leads as the ultimate store of value. I don't think anything's ever going to replace it. And even Brazil's largest digital bank, Nubank, now allows customers to withdraw their Bitcoin. You know who owns Nubank? Warren Buffett. That's right. Warren Buffett, maybe he didn't know about it or he's being coy about it, but he owns a large portion of Nubank, right? And they're very forward thinking, right? So now they're allowing people to withdraw Bitcoin, which means you can actually buy and withdraw and you can transfer it in. There's a lot that you can do with it. So that's absolutely fantastic, right? As for Bitcoin, like I've been saying this morning, we have a full moon. We have a Bollinger Band squeeze we're looking forward to. I mean, there are a lot of things. Stochastic is looking like it wants to turn around. Bitcoin wants to make its next leg up. What else? What else do you want from Bitcoin, right? Elon is holding a massive amount. Michael Saylor is holding a massive amount. ETFs are still buying massive amounts, right? Halving event, cut the inflation down. I don't know what else you guys need, right? Well, maybe some charts. Well, here's one. Here's one that shows that Bitcoin is ready to go higher for the next leg up. And I've showed order book depth before. Really little after 75,000, right? But alts are also going up. This is charting alts. Seems like alts have found the bottom, right? And is now looking to come upwards. And today we have many that went up. Let's start out with the biggest gainer, okay? That has to be Hedera today. And this was mentioned this morning. I gotta admit, I kind of dismissed it. I'm like, this is not something for me. It's still something not for me, but it is something for, I guess, a lot of people because Hedera went on a crazy run, okay? It's up 77% today. 77%. That's crazy. That's nutty. That puts Hedera at number 21 on CMC. And that's because BlackRock, through the use of some other partner, is tokenizing one of their funds, money market funds, and it's on Hedera. And I think people are putting two and two together thinking, well, if BlackRock is going to do this, they've been trying to go into RWA for a long time, right? They think ETFs is a stepping stone to RWAs, which is a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity. So does that mean BlackRock is fully going to embrace Hedera for it? Hey, they started. Does that mean they're going to keep continuing? I don't know. But Hedera obviously is doing very well today. And you guys know I'm part of Karate Combat, and they are on top of Hedera. You know, I think they have potential. This is exciting for them, right? But as an individual user, would I ever go on Hedera and buy a BlackRock money market fund, a tokenized money market fund? No, I'm not. But you know what? There's probably people that will, okay, or institutions that will. So good for Hedera. Okay, What else is going up? People asked me about Akash this morning. They're up because there's a huge Upbit listing, which is in South Korea. Upbit also pumps up a lot of tokens. But here's the thing. They're actually pretty good. They're within the Cosmos ecosystem. They're a deep in play. They are focused somewhat on AI. So overall, it's not bad. It's not bad, right? So they're doing well. You know what else is doing well? Pepe. Pepe did well today because Coinbase launched futures. People love to degen, right? So, and I do too. I made a killing today on Pepe. I still have my long. I created a new long because I closed out the other one. But Pepe is doing very well, right? But it's not just Pepe. Even though Pepe is leading the memes today, but you got others like Bonk and Floki and everything else that's going up. Okay, and even Revolt is adding Bonk and Floki to their trading platform. So memes are definitely here to stay, and they're only going to get stronger as more and more retail investors FOMO in. Now, lastly, I guess this is pretty good. There's 2 head lawyers from the SEC that resigned, and this is against a company called Debtbox, where the federal judge basically stated the SEC, okay, abused their power. That's what the federal judge said. So it's embarrassment. Actually, it's a huge embarrassment. So the 2 top lawyers from the SEC that was on this case basically resigned because it seemed like they were up to no good. You know, that's the problem with SEC, right? SEC always does what it wants and thinks people are just go, let them do it, right? Until you go to court and then the court's real, nah, Gary, you and your bandits of lawyers, you're up to no good. All right. That is pretty much it. Overall, Bitcoin is doing well. Let's check Hedera real quick. So many of you guys love H-bar. Let's check Hedera. Hey, Hedera seems to have found a bottom here. It's climbing upwards. I should throw some leverage at it. And Pepe, Pepe just dumped down. That's no good. Probably because people want to get into H-bar. But that's looking pretty good, like a good reversal. But I mean, come on. They're up 70%. I don't know if this is a good time to get into H-bar because they're already up so much. And Bitcoin. Where's that moon signal? Right there. I mean, just look at the last moon signal. Boom. And then look at this one. Boom. And then here, boom. It's usually a few days afterwards, like a day or 2 afterwards, right? So I think we're getting ready. All right, let's do some Q&A. Okay. Let's see. Let's scroll up the chat. Let's see. What am I missing? Anything? H-bar, one of the first cryptos to explode from tokenized assets. BlackRock is huge. That's right. Sheesh. Why is H-bar going crazy? Tesla will be the Apple of auto industry. I think they already are, but I don't know. They've been struggling recently. They're like down 50% for the year still. All right. So much So much H-bar shillers tonight. Pika Moon. I don't know anything about Pika Moon. Don't know anything about Pika Moon. You know, I might as well just add their H-bar here so I could track it. I could go through it easier. Oh man, that's a crazy pump right there. H-bar needs to slow it down. Slow it down. I'm feeling the FOMO on H-bar. Man, throwing a leverage at when it's up 80%, it's just irresponsible. I'm gonna be a little conservative here. I'm gonna do isolated 10x. Be a little bit less degen, and let's throw like, I don't know, 5 grand at it. All right. That's me supporting H-bar for those of you guys that say I'm an H-bar hater. All right, what else? Dion protocol. 150 million. Okay. Okay. Powering the crypto revolution with clean energy. Building sustainable future, eco-friendly, innovative blockchain technology. Eco-friendly, sustainable blockchain. I don't know what that means. All blockchain really are eco-friendly. Powered by solar energy, Starlink connectivity. Seems like they're really focused on sustainability, kind of like what VeChain is doing. Going green, eco, a lot of buzzwords. Does anyone ever care? I don't know. People just care about making money. Do they really care about eco-friendly? I'm going to say no. Is it worth buying WIF right now, or is it old news? It is old news, but it's still leading this revolution, the meme revolution. So I still hold WIF. What do you think about FUD as Sui's first meme coin? I did see that. Actually, when I visited Sui Basecamp, one of the projects I actually spent a lot of time with is Turbos Finance. And Turbos Finance is a DEX. And you know what? They kind of embraced it because, well, that market cap is not zero, but they're one of the bigger DEXs on Sui, and they're the ones that actually listed FUD or have it available for trading, right? And they also recognize it. Sui recognized it, that, like, you know, meme coins could do a lot for a chain and a community. So I'm glad to hear it. Turbos Finance, I met those guys, good guys, really close to the Sui Foundation too. So could be a good play. I don't know why this is showing zero though. Boom, possibly hitting $1. It's doing pretty well today, up 10%. Probably because Pepe did so well today. I don't know why it just dumped, but it's still up 14%. Kind of like topped out there. Your thoughts on Ethnia? 1.3 billion already. Wow. Enabling the internet bond, synthetic dollar, internet native yield. So they're kind of. I don't know if this is considered like RWA or not. I can't use it, so it's like a DeFi play, DeFi RWA play, I should say. Should I get an H-bar tattoo for Clark? Okay, let's calm it down. Just because it goes up today. This means it's going to go up forever. But I hope it keeps going up so my leverage play does well. Oh no. As soon as I threw it, it turned red. No. Better just go right back there. What was the project or team that most excited you from my recent travels? I mean, I actually thought Sui did very well. They have a vibrant community. Their base camp, their conference was way better than I expected. So I'll say Sui surprised me a lot. They did. Others that I've met a variety of projects along the way. Some I've known about for a while. Some are relatively new. I would say Sui actually impressed me the most. Because they're not just like a small project. They're an entire chain, a whole community. Let's see. I became a whole bit coincidence owner. I don't know what that means. Any news on Kulo? Not really. Not that I've heard. George, lots of people think we'll have a summer lull like in 2021. Do you think we'll have one this year? It could. I've said that before. I mean, it could happen. We may have to wait like 7 months, 6 months, 7 months before we see any true movement for Bitcoin. It could happen, but I don't think so. I mean, it's only been 4 days, right? It's less than a week. If you look at even 2016 and 2016, it didn't move right away. Okay, so I think we're still on track. Brianna says, watching while I'm on vacation in Mexico. I appreciate that. Yesterday you checked out Solfin, but you didn't get why the middle finger to the dev. It's all about war against dev, rug scam people. I recommend looking into more. I get it. You have explained it. Other people have explained it. Does anyone give a F? No. When it comes to memes, okay, you can have the best narrative out there. I've heard some good ones. Reddit people have reached out to me and said, oh, we hate corporate, we hate this and that. Our narrative is because we want to show the people that a decentralized, meme could do better than stocks. It sounds good, but where did it go? Straight to zero. Okay, so just because you have this narrative like, oh, this is a big FU to the rug pullers, is it going to go to the moon? No. It's all about marketing. When it comes to memes, it's 100% marketing. Well, besides the fact that it can't be a rug and has the fundamentals like having the liquidity burned and so forth, right? But other than that, it really comes down to marketing. How many people are going to shill it and how much attention can it bring? Really, that's it. Let's see. Thoughts on left cycle top? I don't know what that means. I actually don't know what that means. What does that mean? Are you bullish on core? No. I'm not bullish. I'm just not bullish on it. Dev and family hold too much H-bar. I have to look into that. What's going on with Bitcoin, guys? You guys better not be selling at me. This would be a ridiculous time to be selling. What do you think about a 50% AVAX and 50% ETH portfolio? I don't know about that one. I like AVAX, but 50% in AVAX, that sounds like a little bit too much. And 50% in ETH, You know, back in the day, I would say 50% ETH would be good, but ETH has been quite stagnant, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know about that. I think you need to diversify. Lakers sweep, man, they could have won yesterday. They could have won. They were up by 20. I don't know what happened, and the Nuggets just came back. Why are you not into HBAR? I'm curious because it's more centralized than other coins. Yeah, and they didn't have a lot of stuff before. They didn't have smart contracts before. They didn't have tokenization. So, I mean, a lot of stuff they didn't have. And they were very centralized. They were not open source. I mean, I could go on and on and on and on. Now, over the years, they have fixed a lot of those problems, those issues. So I'll give them that. But years ago, they had nothing. Perry. Hey George, for a solid bit of alpha, I recommend talking to Steve. The docs dev Brokey in you on Soul Brokey. Great organically growing meme coin. I can't tell you how many supposedly awesome devs or founders of memes have talked to me, and it all sounds great, and they seem like good guys. And then their project goes dumps into zero. I mean, I can't tell you how much that happens. I've talked to a lot of meme projects, and I'm not trying to sound negative, but the honest reality is there are a lot of people that are creating coins with the best intentions, but if they can't market it right, it goes straight to zero. The bots and MVE bots will kill them, and also people have short-term memories, especially with memes. They jump from one to another that's making a lot more money for them. What's Pepe? Okay, good. Pepe's coming up. Hopefully I didn't get liquidated. And H-bar, still holding. %Link, 50% Bitcoin. Okay. I think 50% Link is too much. Little Nicky. Left cycle is top in 2024 versus 2025. Nope. Nope. Pups on Sol under 100 million market cap. I did see that before. I forgot who came out with Pups. It was very hyped up. It's not Pup. It's not Stanley Pup. Although I still think that's a great name, and I think it could still come back up, although it's hard at 562 million, but or 1,000. But there's another one called Pups now. I don't know which one it is. Let's go assume it's this one. 27 million. I think it's this one. I don't know. There's too many pups. Slow draining outwards. That's a little bit concerning. Risen is asking, please share an update on Ocean Fetch AGIX migration. There is none. Not that I know of. Man, H-bar is coming up. Pepe needs to come back up. Bitcoin is kind of steady. I'm not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. George, BlackRock is using Hedera's technology. BlackRock isn't trying to sell their products on Hedera. Okay, yeah, I know that. I know that. How much Bitcoin does Tesla have, Doug asks? Quite a lot. 769 million worth. So overall, they have 11,000 Bitcoin. And not only that, SpaceX also has 8,285. So overall, you're talking about like 1.3 billion. Okay. Too bad. They had so much more before. They had so much more before. Do I still like Myro? No, I do not. They lost all of it, all momentum. What are your thoughts on Spell Token? I don't like it. I never, Abracadabra and all those other like stuff that were related to it. No, don't like it at all. How long you could leave that trade open for? I don't know. I have set. Well, I didn't set on Hedera yet. So my Bitcoin long is doing pretty well, 1,300. My Pepe came down a little bit. That Pepe was up like 5 grand just before that fall. And Hedera down a little bit, but I have a feeling Hedera is gonna turn up. Too many people are way too excited about this Hedera BlackRock news. So we'll see. But I did really well today. I did really well. Today's one of those good leverage days. And by the way, if you guys haven't noticed, this is with BitUnix, a new exchange partner of mine. For those of you guys that are worried about KYC or you're in the US, you can't buy anywhere because everyone's kicking you off. BitUnix is still open for US residents. No VPN required, no KYC, and you got like hundreds of pairs. It's actually pretty good. Working out pretty well for me. Look at that. H-bar is about to turn positive. Come on, H-bar. GS, how's Dubai? I like it. GS, I see what you're doing there. You're trying to make it sound like you care about me, and then you throw in Solfin in there. See, that's not going to work. Okay, I'm not going to fall for that. Actually, you know what? I do look. I'm looking at your chat history. It does seem like you're in a lot of memes. So at least you are a loyal watcher. So thank you for that. So that's good. But as for Solfin, I don't know. It's just not my thing. I think the narrative is kind of stupid, to be quite honest. Man, I lost my super chat. Hold on there. Hold on. I lost my live stream thing here. I got airdrop Pepe on fire. What are your thoughts? Probably not a good one. Are you going to review the Tacoma TRD Pro and a new Trail Hunter? I love to. Today, I was out reviewing a new GX550. It's okay. It's much better than the one before, the GX460. It's way better, but I will say this. For me, I think Germans just drive a whole lot better. Just feel a lot more solid and stable, and takes more effort to drive, and has better interior. I mean, I just love German luxury cars over, Lexuses, but I will say the GX550 is a monumental upgrade versus the 460. Forever token. They're on pre-sale. Just hit 1 million. Man, those pre-sales, besides Bohm, every single one have done really bad. I participated in Egg, and that was absolutely horrible. On your Dubai videos, why did you not show the flooding? You know why? Because they started fining people $2,000 for posting bad flooding videos. I have a few on my Twitter. I still left it up, but they started threatening people because way too many people were making videos about the flood, and then they started threatening people. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to talk about that anymore. Thoughts on Chile's? I just too much scrutiny about creating security tokens, especially in the U.S. So I mean, they're still doing very well, but overall, I'm not that bullish on them. Your thoughts on Say and Cock reaching 10 billion? 10 billion is quite large. Let's hit 1 billion first. All right, 1 billion for Cock first, then we'll talk. Say they're already above 1 billion. Can they move further? Yeah. Can you look at Costco pizza on Solana? It's cost. Oh, not Costco hot dog, Costco pizza. I looked at them before. They weren't doing well. This one, 3 months ago. Yeah, they're not going anywhere. They're dead. That's a completely dead project right there. But Costco hot dog, still 21 million. Too bad. Some big kick streamer got arrested while they were filming there. Yeah, the Neon kid. He was being really disrespectful though. Like he kind of deserved it. But yeah, they were very strict in Dubai. You can't really just record whoever. Not like the US. In US, if you're in a public place, you can film whatever you want, right? In Dubai, unless you get people's permission, you can't film them. So it's a little bit different. How can I get a free membership? You know what? Let me see if I can give some free memberships right now. Let's see. Membership gifting. Oh, I could gift 5 right now. Dubai has no freedoms or speeches, freedom of speech or drains. Well, that's right. Can you check out Pepe Net? Yay or nay? I'm just going to say nay without looking at it. Dubai has the hottest escort, so there's that. How would you know? How would you know JRR tokens? They don't even have clubs with girls with daddy issues. It is somewhere I think it's pretty cool. Services are actually quite inexpensive. You have a variety of foods from all over the world. It's pretty cool to visit. Would I live there? No. I would not live there. But would I visit again? Sure. But the flight time, man, 14, 15 hours, it's brutal. It's brutal. It'll auto assigns. I can't just like, oh, Michael's giving out 5 right there. Keith Adler says, I have a Lambo for sale. Which Lambo? Are you selling it? If you do a fire sale and take crypto, I might consider it. Keith, which one is it? I did an Italian flight, brutal, lots of vodka. Like, For me to go to Europe, like 8 hours, I think that's okay. That's not bad. 15 hours is where it gets bad. I feel like after 6 hours is when it really, like, you know, it's too much. Did you witness a rainstorm? Yeah, I was there. On X, I posted all these videos about floods and everything, right? On the highway. Man, the highway was completely flooded. You had a lot of cars just stuck there. Luckily, I was, you know, chauffeured in this big, tall SUV. So we got around okay. Too bad you didn't have anyone taking a good place in Paris. I actually did. Someone that lived there, one of my fans. He took me to a few places, but we were limited on time in Paris, right? And we can only do so much. Was that actually cloud seeding or is it a rumor? No, it was cloud seeding. They seeded it 6 times. And that's what caused it. Maybe they did it 5 too many. Did I check out the dealerships while I was there? No, I drove by so many luxury dealerships. And then when I actually did have time to go look at them, they were all flooded. What's HBAR doing? Yeah, I gotta say HBAR is holding pretty well there. That sure looks pretty well. And Pepe is looking like it wants to climb back up, so that's good. Bitcoin is good. What do you know about index? I actually don't know much about index. What is index? Index cooperative. Our products unlock powerful leverage yield earning strategies with our tokens. DeFi. You get amplified. It's like leverage exposure. You got a 2x leverage to ETH. It's all about ETH. It's a DeFi play. If you like DeFi, maybe it'd be good. You looked at the wrong Costco pizza. I'm pretty sure I looked at the right one. How many people do I have watching on X right now? Let's see. 1,700 people on X. Sorry. Let's see. Comments at X. Ken says George hates me. No, I don't hate you. Why don't you fly to Turkey and get hair done? Because I don't really want hair. I'd rather just cut it short and not worry about it. What's happening in the market right now? There are a lot of things happening. A lot of things happening right now. How was the Emirates? How long was the flight at Emirates? It was supposed to be 15 hours, but they shortened it to 14 hours. So we flew over the North Pole and over Iceland. All right, guys, I'm going to take off. Getting tired. You know, overall, you guys know. Bitcoin is the way. Tesla knows. SpaceX knows. Elon knows. That's why they hold so much. But I think we'll see better days soon. And same with alts. And today we're getting some good RWA news with Hedera and BlackRock, so that's good. But there are so many other great projects out there, guys. Smash it a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys tomorrow. 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Keith, I guess you're serious about selling your Lambo. Send it to my email, george@CryptosRUs.com. All right. Have a good one, guys. Take care.